Okay, so let's go ahead and look at the video and we will go from there.
Even gonna lie, it'd be irritating the hell out of me when I see he cheated on Nia Long. Yes, Nia Long, Beyonce, J-Lo. It never mattered. How you looked never mattered to a man that was going to disrespect you and degrade you anyway. It doesn't matter. But let me tell you what does. It does matter how you look to a certain extent to a man that's not ready for marriage, but is ready to have you in his collection. What did Future say? If I hit her once, she a part of my collection? Because that's what it is. These men see women like Nia Long and say, yeah, I got to get you pregnant. Yeah, I got to marry you. I got to sit your ass down somewhere, because what I don't want is other men touching you. But me, I'm community property. So let's stop with the, what? She's so pretty. Yeah, she's pretty. She's beautiful. But none of that ever mattered.
Yeah. So thoughts on the video. I agree with this video. I mean, from the baddest of the baddest women, still get cheated on, still get degraded. So all this whole, oh, if you do all of this, like every day it comes out where all the women that are the most feminine and high value and so attractive and fit and all of these things still get cheated on, still get disrespected. So I think it's very, very interesting how men will get on the internet and say, this is what you need to do to lock a man down. This is what you need to do to earn to be worthy of a high value man, or to, whatever, what is it? Not hit the wall and all these other things. I think it is really crazy because we see how it, like she said, it still doesn't matter. There are some men that are going to do what they're going to do no matter what, because they feel like I'm a man and I can do that. So when we have these talks about all these things that women need to do, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because there's a culture of men that are always going to do what the fuck they want to do. It doesn't matter if you're the epitome of femininity, you have the hottest body, J-Lo, Nia Long, Beyonce, hottest bodies, fit, feminine, all these things. It doesn't matter, because there is a culture out here that tells men that they can do whatever they want, especially if they high value. They got options. They can do whatever the fuck they want. But of course, like she said, they want to sit you the fuck down so nobody else gets to you, so that you can be deemed as worthy to get sat the fuck down while he goes out and be community property in the streets. That is the double standard of it all, because I'm a man and I can do that. And it's just different for me because I go inside of men, women, and blah, 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 excuses, bullshit about why you don't need to be an upstanding guy, because you don't have to, because men don't have to. Like, it's complete bullshit. So I definitely wanted to play that video. Kay, what do you think about the video?
So I think we talked about it on our last show, that, you know, how you look doesn't matter. And the fact that so many people put, you know, like Bruiser even just said, when we asked what makes a woman high value, it was, I think he said body count, her fitness level, and her looks. And
what else did I say?
You tell me, because I don't remember.
So you told about body count and fitness, right?
And looks, right?
It's funny how y'all skipped over the most important point of y'all value.
Youth? What was it?
So all those were important.
Okay, so youth. All right, so youth. Looks, body count. You said those things, but like, Kayla, that clip you just played, I mean, she said, you know, it doesn't matter, because we think about like a Beyonce or, you know, whoever people think are, you know, the women who.
All three of those women that she said, they all were wifed up at a young age. And
young age. So
J-Lo got married young. Nia been with him forever. Who's the other girl? Beyonce been with Jay-Z since she was a teeny bopper. Very young. So what?
But
still acted a fool.
But then the excuse shifts to, well, they have money, so they don't have to. Like, it's always something, right? So if the woman fits into what some men view as quote unquote high value, then it's like, all right, she's going to get the man where those things aren't going to keep them around. Like, it's inconsistent. It's giving very inconsistent. How on one hand can it be, well, you know, make sure you have all these things, But if you have all these things and then you qualify for this certain type of man, also expect a level of treatment that you don't want. Like, what? That doesn't make sense.
Okay, so here's what makes sense. Nia Long was how old?
I don't know how old she is currently.
I think she
Let's
might be
say 50, in her 50s.
maybe.
Well, she's somebody's
6 years
wife.
older than him.
She's somebody's wife.
Okay, she's in her 50s.
Now she's in her 50s. People get old. That's what happens.
What salary does this guy make? Is he in the top 1% or below?
He's definitely in the 1%. He's a Celtics coach. He makes more money than most people in America.
He is an earning of 1%. And still, like I stated before, women are delusional because they expect men in the 1% that makes 7 figures or better to have some type of sexual loyalty, which is not.
What? Okay.
Bruiser, do you think
marry someone high value?
Bruiser, do you think
or
that
high earning, she should not expect sexual loyalty?
Bruiser, do you think that men are just
hold on? So let me break it down to you. So if I'm a single man going into a relationship and I have earned another 1% population, I'm not going to submit to the same restrictions of 99% of all men. Only way I would is if I'm already in a relationship, I got some issue going on down there where I'm not like I don't have any drive or anything. It's just not gonna happen.
I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of their relationship, so I can't like speak specifically on it. But what you're saying is interesting because you're basically saying that no matter what a man says to a woman, that if they're at a certain quote unquote level, that no woman should trust them. Is that what you're saying?
men making less.
Are you saying that men are untrustworthy?
Let me answer. Men making less than 60,000 a year often struggle with loyalty anyway. So why would men who have the means of financing the lives of multiple women remain loyal?
Men of all tax brackets cheat. Men that work at the grocery store cheat. Men that but we make excuses for when the high value men cheat because
so what y'all trying to say is men are monogamous, and I'm telling you they aren't.
So Bruiser, are you saying that
according to let me just say this. Listen, just let me see if I can break it down to you. According to the latest data available, 76% of US millionaires are white. While black and Asian and they account for like 8% each, and Hispanic is 7%. So this stat narrows it down even more. So to take it a step further, since black, Asian, and Hispanic men make up less than 30% of their entire pool of 7-figure population, if I'm a woman and I want to increase my chances of scoring a loyal millionaire, you'd be wise to choose a white millionaire because there are so much more of them making that kind of money with me, which means the popularity among white millionaires is very dense compared to the other races. So if 100 women live in a village with 4 black millionaires, how many options does each black millionaire have? 25, right? If 100 of those women live in a village with 76 white millionaires, how many options does each white millionaire have? 1.3 options. So meaning it's a 30% chance that he would have a side chick. So you're dating a black man who's in the 1%. So only 8% of black men are part of that 1%, and you expect this guy to have some type of sexual loyalty.
Bruiser.
It's just not going to happen.
We need to make sure we don't get anybody with too much money because we cannot expect loyalty from them.
Bruiser.
We need to make sure we get with men under a certain income.
The only reason why we monogamous, only reason why black men are black, only reason why men period are monogamous is because society says you're supposed to be monogamous.
No, you don't. No, society doesn't say that. You can do whatever you want. This is America. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to get married and make vows to a woman and then say, "Oh, I'm doing it because society wants me to do it." And so I'm going to do it.
If men acted within their nature, no man would be monogamous.
Okay, so Bruiser,
I don't agree with that. I think some men do like the women that they're with, and they like being with her. I do think that a lot of men do not want to be out in the streets. They like the woman that they're with. They're happy. So this notion that like no men want to be monogamous to one woman, I just don't think that that's true. I think that
I didn't say they didn't want to be. I said they do want to be. to have a sexual relationship, because that's what society is telling women. Oh, that is a deal breaker for you in a marriage. What I'm telling you guys is men are only monogamous because we have to, in order to keep you in our lives, in order to keep you from leaving us and taking all of our finances.
So Bruiser, because taking all the finances, that only applies in a like marriage situation if there's no prenup and if there are even finances to be taken. Like y'all act like every person is in a situation where alimony is going to get paid. They're not. I don't think the average person is in that situation. That's like a different situation. But okay, back to the like other question. Are you saying that men should not be trusted by women? Are you saying that women just should not trust men?
It's not a matter of trust if you already have the expectations for it. It's more of
no, it is a matter of
understanding.
Trust.
No, it's not. It's understanding.
If you're
understanding,
if you're married, Bruiser,
you guys don't understand men. That's what it is. You don't understand men.
I understand men, but simply, if you tell me something, can I trust this the truth or not? It has nothing to do with understanding men. Are you, just as a human being, are you an honest human being with integrity or not? Don't say that I'm a man.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We have the will. We have control.
You say something.
We have accountability. We have control.
How hard is it not to lie?
We have control and we have accountability on our behavior and our actions. So if we want to decide and say, hey, look, we're going to be monogamous, we can do that.
Okay.
We do that, and we have do that, and we do that.
And many men do that.
But because we do that, and we want to do that for the sake of having a successful marriage, doesn't mean that is not our natural behavior.
So now you're talking about,
but that's not even the topic. Like, okay, that's not even. That has
it is. I just broke down the monogamous behavior and the natural behavior of a man, and I just related that to why men who make 7 figures plus and become the 1% population in that tax bracket are not going to be succumb to the restrictions of 99% of men. They're just not going to do that.
How are you speaking for what the 1% does?
This is insane.
Are you part of the 1%?
No, I'm not part of the 1%.
So then what? So how are you the representative for the 1%?
I never stated that I was a representative of the 1%.
You're definitely saying what the 1% does and will do and won't do, and what they gonna do this or not cheat or cheat.
Simply talking about the expectations of the 1%.
No, there are no expectations. I do not expect a man to cheat on me.
But
I do not expect
there
a
is
man to cheat
you
on
expect
me.
him not to cheat on you, right?
I expect him to be a man of his word.
And whatever
we discuss and
therefore
we
you just stated an expectation.
I expect whatever we discuss and communicate, I expect him to be honest with me. I expect him as a man of integrity to just be honest about where he is in his life. If you are not in a place that you want to be faithful, if whatever it is, just be honest. If you say that you're a good guy, you can't say that you're a good guy and then say one thing and then say, well, I have value, so she should have the expectation that I may step out sometime. Absolutely the fuck not. Either you are a man of integrity or you are not. You can't act like it just can flip whenever, or people should have expectations of how people should be, like based on because he's a man or how much money he has. That is absolutely ridiculous to me. And that doesn't make any sense, especially from women that are supporting men to build lifestyles that may put them in the 1%. Women are supporting them and building a life for their family that could take them to the 1%. Is she thinking in her mind what a lot of women think? Once he gets rich or once he gets on, he's going to leave me for a white girl or start cheating or start being out here in the street. And we see that happens.
Did he leave her or did he exercise an option that he had?
What?
I'm asking
if his dick is out in the streets, then he's not even really with her. In reality, he's just
asked a simple question. Did he leave his fiance? Did he leave his fiance? When Jay-Z exercised his option, did he leave his wife?
He did. He did.
So they got a divorce.
I didn't say that they got a divorce, but he forsake the marriage in that moment.
Did he leave his duty as a provider and protector for his family?
Oh, so as long as you're providing, protecting, it's cool that you in the streets.
Okay, so what do you value in a man?
You not being in the streets means because
value a man
your duty. No. Don't make it me, because that's your duty. That is your duty as a man, to provide and protect. Don't put it back on me like, oh, if you want him to provide and protect, you need to put up with well, is he still providing and protecting? That's what he's supposed to do. So don't flip it around like, is he providing and protecting, when I ask you, why is he in the streets if he's committed to his marriage? Well, is he doing what he's supposed to do as a man? What does that have to do with him respecting his marriage? Absolutely the fuck nothing, because he's doing what he's supposed to do as a man, which is to provide and to protect. You're doing your fucking job in your role as a male on the planet. You're not doing nobody no favors. That's what you're supposed to do. Provide for your kids and take care of your family. So you acting like you're doing her a favor. You asked her to marry you. You asked her to sit the fuck down. You asked her to have your babies. And now you're saying you're doing her a favor by taking care of her and taking care of that situation, and you should be able to cheat since you doing that. Sir,
I simply asked you a question, asking you, did he leave his duty as a husband? Did he leave what he brought to the table?
He put his family in jeopardy. When you bring other people from the outside into your family, you put your family at risk. Period. You put your wife at risk. You put her life at risk. You put her health at risk. You put your kids at risk.
With these expectations and this logic, this is what keeps a woman. This is what keeps a woman single to the age of 35. With these expectations.
Again, you put your whole family at risk when you're out here with these crazy ass bitches. You don't know what they will do. Period. And you think you could just be out here and just put your family and your wife's life at risk, and it's fine because you pay the bills, because you make sure people have food, because you do what you're supposed to do. It's like you want a treat for doing what you're supposed to do. I didn't grow up that way. I didn't get an allowance or any special treatment for getting A's and cleaning my room and doing what I was supposed to do.
So let me get this straight.
You don't get an allowance and extra shit for getting A's.
So hold on, let me get this straight.
You live here.
I'm about to ask you a question. You can rant. I'm just asking you a question to try to have a conversation.
Go ahead.
You said it is, what is a man supposed to do? Okay, so what is a woman supposed to do?
Oh, so we're flipping it around now. We're talking about you being in the streets. What does it mean? What?
We talking about you stated a man's provisions and protection to a woman is what he's supposed to do. His obligation, right?
Oh.
And I'm asking you, in return for that, in return for that, what does a woman supposed to do?
In return. So this is okay.
That's just a simple question. And Kay, you can help her out. Y'all are both ladies. And if you have a man that's providing and protecting for you and creating a legacy for your children, in return to that, what are you supposed to do? What
does that have to do with anything? We don't even know the situation. So what does that bring up? That Nia Long wasn't doing what she was supposed to do as a woman. So it was his right to go and be on this bullshit.
Now we gotta go back to the topic. We just had a conversation between me and you. When I asked you the question, now you want to go back to the top. We can do that if you want to bow out and go back to the top.
What do you specifically want a specific answer to? Since you need a specific, what is specific?
I can't make it no specific.
Go ahead. What is it? What?
Okay, hold on. Let me just break it down in the simpler terms.
No, because I'm making my point, and instead of him making answering my point, he's asking a question. That's all I'm saying. But if you want to ask a question, instead of responding,
we're fulfilling what you value from us as far as family, marriage, and legacy. And I'm asking you, what are you doing? What are you fulfilling as far as what we value? Do you even know?
Most women, I think. A lot of women, because we can't speak for all. You can't speak for all men, all women. None of us can speak for all people. First of all, we only know so many people. Okay? Fucking period. So some women, I believe, are doing all the things. They're definitely doing all the things. Taking care of themselves, taking care of their family, taking care of their man, taking care of their household, being a helpmate, being understanding, being accommodating, doing the things that because what every husband needs is different. So fulfilling whatever it is that their husband needs from them. So what else do they need to be doing?
So here's the thing, and I'm glad you answered it that way. That's pretty good answer. But see, here's the thing: men are willing to make sacrifices that you guys are not willing to make. When we provide things and do like you stated, you're doing what you're supposed to, and you do what you're supposed to. Y'all are not willing to make the sacrifices we make. We can work 20, 30 years and retire and leave you with everything for the kids. You guys are not willing to do that. We're exercising options. You guys are not willing to deal with that. But
Not
we
willing to
in
do
turn,
what?
hold on,
What
but
if-
I'm about to make a point. But we in turn can marry you and take care of kids from another man and make that sacrifice. But you can't make a sacrifice for a man that has 7 figures.
What
That's part of
sacrifice?
1% population that exercises option.
What
you want-
sacrifice? Oh, for
but
him to be. So me letting him cheat or being cool and staying with him when he cheat, that's the sacrifice I
Okay,
have
so
to make.
with your logic, okay, so this is how we can even score. This is how we can even score.
His family.
This is how we can even score. So with your logic, if men stop cheating, that means women who have kids with another man need to stay with that man and never marry another a man that those kids don't belong to.
What? Now you're bringing up other kids and shit. That what the heck?
You know why? You know why I'm bringing it up?
What in the heck
Because
does that have to
women
do
are starting to
with?
be goal orientated and they're starting to
We
put all this
talking to
mileage
two
on their
women that
bodies and
don't have kids.
And now when they
So
want
you
to
bringing
marry,
up-
they're bringing all this baggage with them.
Again, you talking to 2 women that don't have kids. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're bringing up
so
a whole
I'm
other
talking
part
about
of
the rule
relationship.
and not the exception, though. I'm talking about the majority of what's going on.
The majority of women don't have kids. Just like the majority of men in America don't have kids.
How many black women in the population are single mothers?
You tell me, since you know. Because clearly you know, because I'm wrong. Majority of women out here got kids.
And how many black women by majority are overweight?
And how many black women are step parents? How many black women's man had a kid before she married him, or before she got with him?
See, that's different.
how
Because
many
most of the
baby
time, those
mamas
kids are not in the
does he
house with
have?
a black man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you asking questions that you don't have
So
the
how many
answers
of those?
to.
So let's just entertain it.
You don't have the answers.
How many of those black men have the kids in their household whenever they dating a stepmother?
You tell me. You got the statistics pulled up? You asking questions you don't have the answer to. You can't make me wrong when you ain't right. You don't have the answers.
Have you had a relationship with a man who had kids?
I have had a relationship.
Were the kids living in the household with him?
Yeah, he was a single father, actually.
Oh God.
His baby mama lived in another city.
Oh God. All right. So how often do you think that scenario is it appears?
I don't know. This is my life. I don't know. Majority of my friends don't have kids.
So are you-
I don't know.